I guess we can start. Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Oh no, Nat is not here. Oh, Nat is here. Perfect.
I've got some weird fucking static come from my computer that I've never had before.
Oh, that's not good. Is the
Did
mandatory
you try
crash coming
pouring
on?
cider on it?
It's potential. We'll see what happens. Just carry on.
All right. Um. So, um. Yeah. Last week, you guys had some very interesting interactions. First of all, you guys had previously kind of gotten to know the Council of the Lords of the Sea and had delivered a small speech there where you were quickly adverted and then had learned that a part of the Council of the Lords of the Sea had created a kind of revolutionary group called the Free Republic that was for ending this war instead of still trying to compete against two of the largest powers here in Evikite. Um, uh, so yeah, last week the first thing you did was actually Ilaria went and confronted her mother that she learned was also in the city, and yeah, it kind of ended in Ilaria finding out that her mother had previously owned one Diva Spark, but had lost it just just after Ilaria was born, and that she and her sister had yeah, the respective Diva Sparks innate, with Amaris having the Eclipse Spark in her and Ilaria having the Full Moon Spark in her. After that, Zahn and Mary had a very brief encounter with the goddess Horm, who was very fond of their general being, and offered them to make them the kind of, yeah, compassionate champions of her, which didn't really do much in itself, rather than just granting the two of them a small token and the reassurance that they should go out and live life with excitement. And yeah, beyond that, you guys met Melia again. She had a very brief encounter where she was alongside um, Mary and Zahn at first, and then eventually Mudge met her at the Magotechnological University in the library, where she also got to see, yeah, Ilaria. But she, after getting a sending stone from Ilaria and from buying it from Nissa Knucklestamp, she actually ventured on to go after her own way again. And in Nissa Knucklestamp's workshop, Mudge was basically presented the so-called Adaru, the yeah, the adamantine destruction and reconstruction unit, a huge mech-like armor that is supposed to be part of the rebellion that is going to take place tomorrow. And at the same night, still, Zahir had a very brief run-in with a lich, well, his lich, Shokasha, who asked him for the Gem of Draining, which he at that point actually had on him. And Zahir made up a, yeah, just weird kind of excuse to keep the stone, and then immediately returned back to the plant that he had gotten from Ilaria and gave the Gem of Draining back to her in with the words that she should hold on to it because it would be safer with her. Um, And yeah, this is basically where we left off. You guys had kind of settled down for the rest of the night. Um, and uh, yeah, early in the morning, the all of you actually awake, and you're still in the same tavern that you were in before. Uh, Zahira, I assume you're probably spent the night in the tap room alongside your plant, or in your room.
Probably in the tap room with my plant.
Hmm? All right. So you kind of have a general idea, all of you, on what is to do today. There was a lot of kind of discourse about what you should do, and Ilaria wasn't really sure about what she should do as well. So you all kind of wake up a little bit worried about the coming day, a little bit anxious about what's going to happen. And you you kind of slowly all make your way down into the tap room. Is there anything in particular that any of you want to do before kind of joining the rest of the group?
No, Zon's just hoping for breakfast and studying his little Horm head amulet.
Likewise, Mary's all about that breakfast sausage at this point.
All right. In that case, yeah, you kind of all gather around. Mudge, are you preparing
Yes.
food?
Sausage and eggs. Oh yes,
Is it a good sausage? Oh yeah, it seems like it's
it's
good
a
sausage.
phenomenal sausage and eggs.
It's perfect sausage and eggs. It smells so intense and good. It's just has perfect flavor. Ilaria, is there anything you want to do?
Gonna sit down really, really tired.
Just kind of prop yourself onto a chair, and just as you're kind of slowly but surely devouring the food that Mudge cooked, that is currently drawing a lot of people actually into the tap room. You actually see the door open and Issa is walking in alongside your two daughters, Mudge. And she kind of puts Diana on one of the empty chairs that sits at a table and kind of points Zena to look after her and kind of comes over to you and leans a little bit closer to you and goes, so I know it's, I just want to know what's the current situation. I stayed with the girls for the night and it was all right. They're really fun to be around, but can't be always like this, right?
No, yeah. Listen, when this rebellion thing happens, we're gonna sort it out. We're gonna get my eggs back at home.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Let's hope so.
I mean, if you could just do it without objecting for a little bit, just help me out.
I mean, yeah, I can look after them a little bit more. I mean, Laria helped me out yesterday very well.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
No problem. They're very, very much like you.
Yeah, I'm proud.
Issa kind of walks back over to the girls and kind of takes both of them by the hand, and Diana and Zena both wave at all of you, and mostly at Mudge actually, and Ilaria. And then they kind of head, yeah, they kind of head out out of the tavern and back to their home. So you're all sitting around this table. It's currently only your group. There's no one else around that in any way would disturb you right now. The most of the tables in the tap room are still empty. There are a couple of people around, but they've all sat down at different tables around the room. So no one is actually too close and in hearing range of you guys.
So this is the day before the rebellion's supposed to happen.
This is the day of the rebellion.
Day of the rebellion. Okay.
Right. So, who's gonna be coming with me?
I'd like to know the plan first.
Mudge recounts the plan as best he can.
So you don't really know the plan yet. You know that there is a meeting that you will go to where the plan will kind of be laid out to all of you. And yeah, that's mostly what you know right now.
You can at least come for a meeting, can't you?
Fine. Yes, I'll come to the meeting.
I will attend as well, but will we need disguises or to otherwise obscure our identities?
No, it should be all right.
So there's a meeting before the rebellion.
Yeah.
Will there be snacks, or should we bring our own?
There will be lemon tarts.
There will be no lemon tarts.
Zon is definitely in.
That's excellent. Before we go, though, I'm gonna reach over awkwardly and like touch Nat or Mudge on the shoulder,
Hmm?
and I'm gonna cast Death Ward.
Much you feel
Hey,
a
okay.
slight shiver going down your spine, and then suddenly you feel a little bit safer, a little bit more secure. There's a little bit of warmth kind of yeah, spreading through your chest.
Mudgelight smiles and gives him a solid smack on the back.
Hurts a little, Zahir. It hurts a little.
Ouch! You're welcome. Just don't die.
Mudge's variation of the overly firm handshake.
So you guys kind of start finishing up your breakfast, and eventually you start heading out after kind of gathering up the things that you assume that you will need, and make your way over to a very brief hall that Nissa kind of showed you the way to, Mudge, yesterday before kind of letting you lose, basically. And Zahira, I assume you're still carrying the large, like the bucket with you around with the plant
Yeah, you know it.
at all times. Yeah, so you just see Zahir kind of running around with this bucket in his hands. And yeah, kind of make your way over to this, yeah, small hall. At the gate of it, Mudge, you're actually greeted not by any of the Lords of the Sea, but rather by a kind of unfamiliar face. A young blonde woman that is very much only known to Ilaria at this point. Ilaria, you've seen her before. She's the apprentice of Nissa Knucklestamp, who is called Striker Darknews. And as she kind of sees you, she goes, hi, are you guys all here for our meeting?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm sorry. She like holds out a hand and goes, my name's Striker Darknews. I think I only met one of you, and she like waves a little bit at Ilaria. I'm the apprentice to Nissa Knucklestamp. I am, yeah, kind of here to lead you in.
Yeah, I think this is all of us.
You're a little bit late, but that shouldn't be a problem. I think Hundor is just finishing up his speech, and I'll be up next, so let's get in.
All right, we missed the speeches. Perfect.
Well,
We were told there would be lemon tarts.
I don't think we have that, but you actually didn't miss all the speeches. I have one to go, and I think then we're off. I'll be just explaining the plan to the guys, so yeah. With that, you guys are led into a large room that is filled with tables and benches. Sitting here are people of the street, normal people, and even aristocrats alongside each other. At the long end of the room stands a podium, and you see a man with a thick grey beard dressed in a shiny breastplate speaking to the people in front of him. This has to be Hundar, the man that Stryker just talked about. You just hear him kind of, it seems like he has brought forth some kind of powerful speech as you enter, and the last thing that you hear is, "Let's bring the Republic back to its old grace." And you just see cheers and applause that follow as the man begins to leave the podium. And Stryker just points you to a couple of empty rows of seats, and you just very quickly find a place there to sit down, and she makes her way to the front and begins to approach the podium and kind of takes a couple of steps up and then goes, "Dear brothers and sisters of the Republic, today is a day of great importance. We are going to end this war once and for all. Our preparations are finished and we are ready to take back the government. We have been wronged, and now we can undo the crimes this government has bestowed upon the people of this land. I thank all of you for your dedication, your love, and your secrecy. Today, we won't need to be silent anymore. Today, we follow in the great spirit of our hero, a revolution to bring forth change. May the Golden Knight be with us. The plan is easy. We have 3 groups," and she holds up 3 fingers. "One of them is going to go with the priest, Severin Moonshine," and she points at a guy that is very much familiar to you, Ilaria, as well. It's the priest that you talked to at the Lonar Temple. Stryker goes on. You will go with the priest, Severin Moonshine, to find and free the prisoners that were unruly taken into custody. The second group, led by our previous speaker, Hundar Mern, will go to the Candle Guardian and distract the guards, drawing hopefully enough away from the Hall of the Sea so the third group, led by me, can enter the Hall of the Sea, using the Warforged and take the council into custody. From then on out, we move quickly. A messenger has been sent to the front already. Once our mission is done, the Xaverian Empire will be informed that we are willing to cooperate to end this war. This will bring a swift end to it. Thank you for listening. Let's take back the Republic." With that, she scrambles up a couple of papers in front of her, and even more applause echoes through the room as people begin to cheer loudly. Very quickly, actually, around you, these 3 groups begin to form. What do you guys want to do?
3 groups? What, around us in particular?
No. So in this room right now that you're in, it's a quite huge hall, but on one end, the far end where the podium is, it seems like a lot of people with very heavy armor are gathering around the man with the thick gray beard called Hundar Mern. While closer to you guys, mostly people in robes and some actually adorned with little pieces of armor gather around the priest Severin Moonshine. And a little bit closer to the door is the last group that kind of gathers around Stryker Dark News, which is a little bit smaller, but still holds lots of significance, as they're probably going to be accompanied by Warforged. Like, for example, the Stone Defender. And probably the Adaru that you're probably assigned to, Mudge.
Yeah, Mudge goes over there.
All right. Everyone else, what do you guys want to do?
Zon's just gonna follow Mudge. That's his one real connection to this rebellion.
Mudge's group is the one doing which one? Which
Uh,
of the three things?
So the one led by Stryker is the one that is going to go directly to the Hall of the Sea and take the council hostage. The one that is going with Hundar Mern, this guy, is going to go to the Candle Guardian, which is basically this plaza where the legendary armor of the hero Korkos is basically kind of it sits there in the middle of that plaza for show, basically. It's quite the important site. And they're going to kind of distract the guards and draw them away from the Hall of the Sea to there. And then the last group with the priest, Severin Moonshine, is the one that is going to go into the prison and there free the Free Republic fighters that have been imprisoned before.
Maybe I missed it, but is the adamantine deconstructor what's going to be used to actually cart the captured council out of there, or is there a different plan for that?
The Adaru will be used to enter the Hall of the Sea, basically. It is it's very much a door opener, basically.
Easier than lockpicking. So do we have like a way of actually carting them out?
So currently the plan doesn't really include carting them out, as far as you can tell. It's more of a hold them hostage in the Hall of the Sea for the time.
Oh, okay. I get it. My brain works now.
Ilaria, what are you currently doing? Are you still sitting at the same desk? Not really kind of undecided.
Valeria's probably gonna go after Mudge, but stand kind of apart from the group with our arms crossed and just kind of listening. Probably similar to her mom's that you can't quite read.
Yeah, all right. Zahir?
I'm gonna just linger close to Ilaria.
Right.
Ready to form a conga line of people not quite committed to this.
Mary's gonna look at everybody and then look back over at the group that's gonna go free the prisoners, then look back at everybody, then go look at the group that's gonna free the prisoners, then look at her thieves' tools, and then tilt her head and go, Mary doesn't want to go where nobody else is going, but Mary thinks she might be more helpful over there. Does Mudge want Mary to help with the freeing of his formerly wifey lady?
Well, yeah, that'll be great. Yeah, that'll be dead helpful.
Okay. And against literally all RPG wisdom, Mary's going to go to the group that's freeing the prisoners.
All right.
And then when Zahn sees her move off, he's like, oh. Will the prison have significant resistance or relatively little in the way of guards?
Who are you asking?
Oh, he's asking like the group of other people in the current team that he's with.
One of them who's wearing these very thick glasses just kind of turns to you and goes, I don't think so. I think they are going to have a lot of people drawn away by the distraction. And if not, we have, I think, very huge manpower to overpower them there. The priests are quite good at what they do.
Zahn's really torn. So he's going to just talk to Mary real quick. I believe that the mission that Mudge is going on is going to have the highest immediate resistance. So
okay. And then Mary can go to the prisons if we get all of the things situated with the big thing.
Yes, if you wanted to go there, I was going to say that if you run into any unexpected resistance, contact Ilaria through her stone, and then she could contact me, and I will travel to you as quickly as I can with my boots.
Mary will go with big group and then go to the prisons.
And Zahn looks visibly relieved by this.
Right. In that case, you kind of start listening to Stryker a little bit closer, and she's currently explaining that the council, of the Lords of the Sea, is currently having a kind of what do you call it? Basically, meeting, and they are just currently basically in session. So once enough soldiers have been drawn away from the Hall of the Sea, they are going to march in there and try to find a path of least resistance into the actual council chamber, using the Adaru, which is going to be used by Mudge here, and then make their way into there and very briefly dispose of any sort of resistance and take the rest of them hostage. And she turns to the rest of you and goes, "So, any questions? Anyone?"
But not for you. And she's gonna pull Mudge aside.
Okay.
That you weren't gonna play a huge part in this.
Maybe like a bishop in a game of chess.
In part, a small
I'm not a
part is a
particular
pawn.
pawn. No. A bit bigger than a small part. Not like integral.
You realize that if we're going to take the council hostage, if you're going to take the council hostage, this is where your face gets recognized and put on every poster from here to the next world.
No, because we got half the council anyway on our side, and also, I'll have my mask on.
They're gonna recognize you.
No, I'll be in the fucking suit, won't I?
Want us to help where we're gonna get recognized.
No, listen, there's no fucking danger. We're gonna get
That's
it
not what
sorted.
I'm not talking about danger. I'm talking about the fact that this could get us recognized as if this goes wrong, if this doesn't work, if we don't beat the council, or if we don't take over, this could get us just turned into criminals, that our faces will be plastered on every bulletin board with a warrant out for our arrest. That gets that. Breaking
But isn't
into
it
the
worth
prison?
it? Isn't it worth that risk?
Maybe. My God. Okay. Part.
If you're not comfortable, you can go to the prison. You don't have to participate at all. I'm not forcing it on you. I'm not expecting you to.
You're right. Go ahead. Go back to the group.
All right.
Can we just briefly discuss this next world that you're talking about? What's that?
It's a figure of speech.
All right, fine.
I think it's Namek.
Me?
Yeah, I heard. I said, all right, fine.
Okay. So, you're all going now?
Yeah, but when Zahn heard Mudge mention wearing a mask, he takes out a spare set of just common clothes from his backpack. He tears up a shirt to make a little bandit mask for himself to cover his lower face, and he'll offer one to Mary as well because he has his goggles covering his eyes anyhow.
Yeah.
Right.
She's gonna wear the mask, although it doesn't really hide the rest of the. Oh, by the way, a fucking cat.
Yeah, I mean, that could be any cat.
All right. So, Yeah.
I'm just our disguised self.
All right. Into what?
His is better.
I'm gonna look like that wizard that Jesse was before.
Oh, Valith.
Oh,
All right.
no.
Okay. In that case, yeah, suddenly you look like Valith. Striker kind of comes over to you guys and goes, "Is there any problem?"
Okay.
And
No,
No. All right.
there's no problem.
Mudge, we need you
Where's
to
my
man-
suit?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you to man. I'll bring you there. The distraction group is moving out now, so we'll have some time left until we actually need to move in. Will not be longer than half an hour though, so guys, keep up your guards. She like gives you a half-hearted smile and then starts leading you out of the hall, and the entire group kind of disperses a little bit, and then can actually see that they slowly begin to leave. And as you step out onto the streets, it just feels a little bit more crowded. The entire city. The walk to the Magatechnological University is not long, but every once and then you do actually see familiar faces that you've just seen barely minutes ago, of these, freedom fighters. And it is very much this sense of underlying dread that the normal populace doesn't really have any sort of awareness of, that all of you just makes you feel very anxious about this entire situation. Everyone seems to be just going after their normal daily work right now, even though it's war, but still, it's just very, very tense. And eventually you reach the Magatechnological University, and you kind of make your way around it a little bit to enter the Invention Hall, where Mudge, you very quickly can man the Adaru, which I'm going to give you now power over really quickly. You should, once we actually get onto the thing, you should be able to use it. And I have to reload the page real quick. So, in the meantime, on the way there, Striker is very quiet. She doesn't like talk that much. But as you get to the Adaro, she like just explains to you much that you probably will need to be the first one in, and if necessary, the first one out as well. And yeah, you kind of climb into the Adaru, and just like yesterday, it kind of moves very responsive, and just is an amazing like vehicle to use. And you slowly begin to make your way over there. It is about 15 minutes have passed since you actually kind of made your way over here, and start walking out of the Hall of Invention. You march through a much larger gate, but you others just through the normal door that you came in through, and out onto the streets, which immediately draws a lot of attention to all of you, because a huge suit of armor isn't something that people around here necessarily see every day. Even though it's a very unique city, it is not that unique. But Striker kind of tells you to just push on, and just as you are around the corner to the Hall of the Sea entrance, you are stopped by Striker, and she kind of takes a peek around the side, and you guys wait around there for like 2 more minutes until she gives you a sign and you start moving over there. I want everyone besides, oh no, wait, I want everyone basically to give me stealth checks. For you, Mudge, it's going to be one with the Adaru, which I'm going to give you right away. Here you go. You should be able to now enter its character sheet.
What section is it under? Because I accidentally just fucking closed it immediately.
Oh, it's I think it's under
Oh, I see it.
Kokos characters Free Republic.
Yeah, I got that. Okay.
All right.
I was just a 16. I had a global modifier checked for some damn reason.
Sorry, interwebs being dumb.
Oh, no worries. Oh wait, yeah, right. We should probably put that to public so everyone can see it. Yeah, 13. That's pretty good. Zahir and Mary, two of you. Oh yeah, okay. No worries. So I'll do one very quickly for Billy. They just very briefly on stealth. God, he has -1. Playing that character. 8. Okay. Mary, you're basically invincible. Invisible, not invincible. You're basically invisible right now, moving into the Hall of the Sea. While the rest of you guys very much tread carefully, but some of you do actually arouse suspicion. Zahn, you're arousing less suspicion than anyone else, but besides Mary, but the rest of you, Ilaria and Zahir, both of you are a little bit, off. You arouse actually a lot of suspicion walking just after this gigantuous, And for Zahir, it's also the plant. Yes, you're right. So, as you enter, you can already see that there are less guards around. There are about only 3 or 4 guards here right now, and you can actually hear from outside, just after you entered, a lot of shouts that seem to echo through the streets, and not really knowing exactly what is happening right now. These guards don't really seem to pose a threat to you. They all just kind of let you pass, probably assuming in some way that you are part of some kind of defense against whatever is going on. And they just kind of let you pass for most of the time until you actually get to the large double doors that lead into the Hall of the Sea, where you can see that 4 guards are kind of standing in front of it. And as you approach, all of them draw what appears to be guns. And I use this in a very broad term. These are very much gunpowder usage guns that are very much musket-like, that they draw and kind of point towards you. Very much like this sword. And one of them shouts, "You shouldn't be here. Council's in session." Is there anything you guys want to do?
Zahn's gonna say, just whisper up to Mudge, or is Mudge super tall in that suit? Or
The
just like,
suit is about 20 foot high, yes. It's a huge suit.
oh, okay. So he's not gonna whisper anything to him. He's gonna whisper back to us like, should I rush forward and attack them? And meanwhile, he's trying to keep cover behind the suit in case they start shooting.
Mudge like smacks the ground in the suit, trying to intimidate him.
Alright. Smash the ground, and the marble on the ground actually begins to crack and break as splinters of it fly off in every direction. And they immediately kind of, just shiver at your, immense height and power of this suit. And Stryker steps forward and goes, "Alright, disperse. There's no reason to fight. You don't need to point your guns at us. We're not your enemies. We're here only to protect." And they, kind of awkwardly just slightly put their guns down a little bit, then completely, and they just kind of move a little bit out of the way, very hesitant though. I would like for you, Mudge, to give me an athletics check to push the doors open. The suit kind of, yeah. You just go very much, wide-legged and legged, and start pushing against the two double doors, slowly but surely opening them up, and just as a slight crack in between is visible, you just kind of push a little bit further, and the doors swing open to the inside. Immediately from behind you, there are multiple of the people that you've seen before in the preparation hall, and you think there are about 24 of the Free Republic fighters right behind you. But before you is a very interesting picture. Before you, you see the entire Council of DEC.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, sure.
I just wanted to say that before they really entered into the building, she cast invisibility on herself.
Yeah. Okay. So you're currently invisible, and kind of, I assume a little bit off to the side, probably.
Probably not directly in there.
Yeah, in the front. Yeah.
Because someone would step on me, probably.
Yeah. Kind of off to the side a little bit. You can actually immediately see that there are some guards around here, not too many, just about 10 guards. And there is, of course, the entirety of the Lords of the Sea. And just as you push open the doors, Smudge, with the Adaru, and take your first steps in, and everyone begins to spread out behind you, Nissa jumps up and goes, "Ha! Perfect! Perfect timing. I was just about to get really, really fucking mad at these guys." So yeah, she turns around towards Figra Himskis and goes, "We're taking over from here. I want all of you to roll initiative."
Ah, crap, did not have token selected.
Yeah, me too.
Boy, gotta make a lot of rolls. Oh boy, there's so much in this fight. Jesus Christ. Striker.
Just start throwing fireballs until you have only, 3 people left.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
Do you mind adding me manually to the tracker? Or I can
do that,
reroll.
yes.
Yeah, you can manually change it to your first roll.
That turn. Are you actually in the order already, or are you? Oh, there we go. Okay, and now we go descending. Boy.
Second roll doesn't change place in the order, so I'll just leave that.
My turn is next Tuesday.
Oh boy.
So it's fine.
There
I think
is-
we rolled the same thing the second time.
there's
This
a
fucking
l-
thing is less health than I thought it would.
Yeah, it's big, but it is not the most sturdy construction. That's no misadventures for you. We begin with you, Mary. You're the first one to act here, and if you want, you can postpone your turn for now. But if you want to do something, you can do it immediately.
I am going to hold. Crap, I should have looked at non lethal damage in 5th edition. So non-lethal damage. It's just you choose for it to go unconscious, and I'm not trying to kill you, right?
Right.
Okay. I will hold an action to attack anybody that tries to attack us using my crossbow.
All right. In that case, goes over to Yell Night March. The kind of inheritor of Hilda Jacosa's seat as the Lord of War in the council, and she immediately begins to head for you guys, which isn't really that well. She's not directly attacking you yet, but she is definitely moving towards you. I am really sorry. I'm currently getting mauled by my cat. Well, he's mauling me with kindness and snuggles. Actually, I tell you what. Yell is going to run towards you. Wait. About here. And then she is going to make a short bow attack against one of you. I assume she's going to make it against the Adaru. So she's going to make 2 short bow attacks against Adaru here. First one, which is a 13. Second one, which is a 24.
Second one is.
Yeah, for 6 piercing damage. Jesus Christ.
Resistance
How-
against piercing.
How tall is this thingy?
You've stood on this podium before. It is merely just like a feet above the ground.
Okay, so not providing any sort of cover.
Not really, no.
Okie dokie. And I am assuming I have advantage because still stealthy and not noticed, right?
Yep.
Alrighty, that merits one of these responses.
Yeah, with a 12, you kind of fire towards her, but it just kind of goes a little wide and darts off past her ear.
Damn it.
How high is this room? Like, how high is this ceiling in this room?
The ceiling is about 100 feet up. It's a very huge room. Very quickly, you see Lady Joba, the woman responsible for no corruption in this republic, step up, and she shouts, "What right do you have to barge in here and demand that we go away?" And she's going to jump just about 30 feet up here, and then is going to try and make some attacks against the all of you with a light crossbow. One attack there against the Adaru, actually, again. And that is a 13, so that's not gonna hit. The Adaru takes the crossbow bolt, but just kind of blinks off of you, and fairly quickly is gone. Urkus Shadowtusk.
It
Yeah.
raises its arm
Yeah.
and tries to give her a middle finger, but he doesn't have the controls down, so he just gives her a thumbs up.
Nice. All right. Urkus Shadowtusk, the man that is responsible for trade, actually is going to just very briefly hide behind his chair immediately, while Figra Himskis immediately stands up to his full height, which is about 6'5". Actually, he's a very huge man, and he just draws his very intricately designed greatsword, and he just shouts, "What do you think you're doing?" can answer to that if you guys want.
Yeah.
Not really? Alright. With that, he is going to take a couple of steps forward. Not as much as Yell and Lady Joba, but he is then going to end his turn here. With Keith Silver Eyes also very quickly, the halfling jumping behind his chair. And then Striker actually holds up something that looks very much like the Warforged gear that you stole actually from Nissa back in the Biotechnological University, Mudge. And it's very different though. It glows in this purplish hue, and she just shouts a command word, and these stone defenders begin to move over to the guards here. About 30 feet. That's only one of them, so the rest is going to come very quickly after that. Oh wait, no, it's actually not that one. It's the other one. It's going to rush over here. Okay, in that case, it's Nissa's turn, and Nissa is going to pull something out of a pouch and then throw it towards the guards behind Argos Ray here. She is going to throw a small ball towards them. And as the ball kind of lands beneath them, it just explodes and sends off a shockwave that kind of knocks over most of the soldiers here. They still appear to be very much alive, but they are, at least for now, stunned at least a bit. With that, Nissa is going to rush over towards you guys with her 30 feet of movement. Grammelcorcus is also going to just go full sprint towards you with 60 feet. And then it's his turn.
Oh boy. Hold up. Oh god, what do? I guess I'm going to point at this guy.
Mhm.
And I'm
Alright.
gonna use Eldritch Blast.
Alright. 2 strikes towards him. Oh. You're using it on this guy, right? Figura.
Yeah, the old dude in the middle.
Both of those attacks do actually hit. And you hexed him as well?
He's not hexed.
Okay.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong one. So it's just the
The
8
first.
plus 3 plus 7, so 18.
Okay. That is 18 points of damage.
And I'm gonna move.
You shoot out these 2 bolts of Eldritch Energy that just land full front in his face, and he just is standing there, almost unfazed by it.
I'm just like, oh, excuse me, pardon me.
You're just moving back to you guys.
Left my car's headlights on. Be right back, I promise.
With that, another stone defender is going to move up to over here to one of the guys and is going to make a attack against the guy standing down there, and he's going to make a slam attack, which is going to be an 18, which is good enough. So this guy suffers 10 more points of damage. Nice. Okay. With that, we have Striker, who is going to rush past Nissa here, over to here, and is going to throw a what appears to be the same sort of grenade that Nissa just threw at the gods as well. causing them to take all about 16 damage. Which is pretty good. They're still standing though. With that, we have another stone defender who's going to move up and hit one with a slam, and then we have Mudge in the Adaru. Mudge, what do you want to do?
He's going to move 20 feet up onto the platform as far as he can go.
All right.
And then he's going to charge at Lady Joba.
All right. Make your way up, and then use your charge to make your way over. Press it? Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, fuck me sideways.
With a 13, you make your way forward, and she just kind of dodges away under your attack.
Does that move me? Does that move me to...
That moves you to
okay.
her position, basically.
Right.
And with that, you... is that your turn, or do you want to do anything else?
I think that's all he can do.
Yeah. All right. In that case, it is Ilaria's turn. Ilaria, you're a little bit off to the side, still invisible.
Excuse me. She's gonna go up. Oh god. About like here.
Mhm.
Slam to Mudge. Come back. Okay. And she's gonna cast haste.
Okay. That's going to make you uninvisible.
Damn it. Well, we're here already.
All right. You suddenly turn visible again, but you just cast haste on Mudge, which means that he, on his next turn until your spell ends, he's going to have a little bit more AC, as well as advantage on dexterity saving throws, and an additional action on each of its turns. Which means that technically you could use the charge. Oh no, wait. You could use the charge twice now.
Oh, shit me.
In that case, though, Figura Himskis is going to use one of his legendary actions to use Command Ally, which means that he shouts to Lady Joba to attack you, Mudge, which she very quickly does with her short sword here. 24 should hit.
Yep.
The Adaru is immune to poison damage, so the poison damage of her sword doesn't go through, meaning that he only suffers 6 points of damage.
But it's half because I've got resistance to slashing.
That is true. Yes, she does not wield a magic sword.
Yeah.
All right.
Ilaria is just gonna pull out the shield and one of her short swords.
Okay.
Mumble under her breath, annoyed.
Good idea.
Damn it.
In that case, it's your turn, Zon.
All right, so Zon just saw Grammel, I think his name is, over here. Tank 2 Eldritch Blasts to the face, so he's going to try to deal with that. So
Oh no, Grammel didn't take Eldritch Blast to his face. Figura did. The guy that.
him.
Just
Oh, okay. So
This
hold on.
guy's on your side. Grammel Caucus, the tiefling, is on your side. He's
Oh,
part
okay.
of the
Sorry.
Republic. He's one of the founders,
can't get
actually.
Okay. So I'll instead go to her.
Alright.
And let's see. I'm gonna punch her 3 times in the face to try to knock her out.
All right, go ahead, make those attacks. Okay, 24, 20, and 26 all hit.
So 30 damage total. And I'm gonna make that last one a stunning strike, so she'll have to make a con save.
All right.
Well, actually, is she still standing?
She's still standing. Yes, indeed she is.
So it's a DC 15 con save.
All right. Let me do that real quick. Con save. That is going to be a 7 for her. She's stunned.
Yeah, I did a thing. All right, that's my turn.
All right. You punch her just in the right spot on your last attack, and it you just manage to kind of knock her out with that, kind of punching her in kind of on the side of her neck, and she just falls down to the ground unconscious. With that, it is the Argus Wraith's turn, who's going to rush over here with his 60 feet of movement because he's not a fighter, he's a priest. Then we have the last Stone Defender who's going to rush up to here. And then we have Artix Synrus, the one of the guys responsible for keeping people safe around here, who's going to immediately jump forward and try to attack these 2 Stone Defenders around here. He's going to make a couple of attacks for that. One of them is with his flail, which means that each of these 3 is going to 16 does hits, 22 hits, that doesn't hit. So the one takes 14 damage. Okay, in that case, the cat is very much going out of control right now. In that case, the Free Republic fighters start moving out, actually, and making their way over here, slowly but surely. These guys make their way over here, while the rest of the others start making their way over to this side. You guys don't really need to worry much about them, at least for now. Alright. And with that, we do actually come around to the Solaya soldiers, who just start attacking the Warforged and the rest of the Free Republic fighters. With that, Lord Kato is actually going to rush over towards you, Zon, and is going to make a attack against you here. Let me see which ones that's going to be. Kato's going to make... he's going to make a short bow attack against you. Actually, 3 short bow attacks against you, Zon. First one is a 15, the second one is a 19, and third one is a double 26. Double natural 20.
Yeah, the 19 and the crit both hit, and he's going to try to catch the crit.
All right. In that case, you would take... you reduce the damage by 13, is that right?
Yep, of the crit.
All right. So he would have dealt 15 points of damage with that last short bow attack, so it's only 2. But you do suffer another 14, so a total of 16 points of piercing damage here.
Ow.
As he's rushing forward towards you. At this point, Figra Himskis is going to use his double legendary action, Frighten Foe, which means that he's going to target you, Mudge, in the suit, and you need to give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit, shoot.
As he just shouts, "Leave!" at you menacingly. Not as
Wisdom
menacingly. Yeah, Wisdom saving throw.
You got it, Mudge. We believe in you.
Oh shit.
19 is. Wait, give me a second. I think it's good enough. Yeah, it's good enough. You just stand your ground against this guy. He doesn't scare you. With that, Mary, it's your turn. You can see
Is
the
Joba just stunned or unconscious? I thought I heard unconscious.
she's stunned on the ground right now. She's not unconscious.
Okay, bonus action dash time.
Right?
Whilst drawing rapier.
All right. Have dashed past her. And you're going to make.
Crap, I thought I added my sneak attack stuff to it. Oh, I did. There we go.
You also have advantage on the attack because she's on the ground. So if you just want to roll another one because possible crit and stuff like that. Okay, 18 and 15 both hit. So she takes 24 damage from your first attack here. You want to attack a second time?
I should only have one attack.
Oh yeah, right? Do you?
Yeah, I think most rogues do.
Okay.
It's scaled upward in 3.5, but not for generic rogue in 5th edition.
Okay.
Also, she's going to look at her and go, "Dumb politic logic, this."
And just stab her.
Yes.
All right. Very nice. Yeah, she takes 24 points of damage as you just stab her. She's going to take the full points of damage. And then, is that the full turn that you do?
Yep.
All right. In that case, Yell Night March is going to rush up to you. And she is going to use her greatsword to make 2 attacks against you. The first one is a 13. And the second one is a natural 20, which is a 29.
So the 13 does not hit, and I'm going to uncanny dodge the one that hits and crits.
Okay, so half damage then.
Yep.
All right. In that case, you do suffer half of 34 points of damage, which is 17.
Ow.
Yep. You actually feel the blade of her kind of cutting into you, and it, even though you kind of dodge away under it, it still hits you hard, and you feel actually that it's not only the blade that is cutting into you, but also something a little bit more. There seems to be some magic property to her sword. Lady Joba's turn. She needs to make another Constitution saving throw, is that right?
No, she's just stunned until the end of my next turn.
Oh, right. Okay, in that case, she's stunned here. With that, Orcus Shadowtusk is going to go a little bit further away. Further away as well. And Figure Himskis' turn, who's going to run up to the Adaru and is going to make 2 attacks against it. Greatsword. That is going to be a 16 and a 24.
24 hits.
Alright, in that case, 9 slashing damage is half to 4. He just kind of slams against it once, and then with the second strike, he actually kind of puts a little dent into it. You haven't lost very much yet. With that, it is this guy's turn. Is going to move away. Stun Defender makes its turn. Then we have Nissa, who's going to throw another one of those things right here. Who's going to put these guys a little bit slower. And we have Gromwell Caucus, who's going to move a little bit further towards Zahir. Zahir, the crowd that you were pushing through has now completely parted into 2 sides, so you're kind of standing open there, and it's your turn now. You're standing right next to the tiefling.
So this is like one of the people we're fighting?
No, Grand Caucus is one of the leaders of the Free Republic, actually. He is part of the Lords of the Sea and was also the one that approached you guys after your like speech here about joining the Free Republic, basically.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
just my mistake that he attacked us. I got confused about who was who.
So, okay, so he's not attacking me.
No, he's just trying to get into a comfortable position. He's not a fighter, he's a diplomat.
Who's that dude right there in front of me? Like,
Oh,
This
this
guy,
guy? This is the guy responsible for Prieston. He's also a part of your group. So everyone that is currently in front of you up to this point right here is for you.
oh, awesome. Okay.
Like the guys on the sides right here and on the opposite side are against you.
I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast this. Hold on, this dickhead.
All right. Yep. Lord Kato, responsible for keeping the other lords safe, which so far he has not been doing a great job. 17 and 21. 17 actually does not hit, as he just barely kind of puts his head down as your Eldritch Blast is coming towards him. But the 21 hits him directly onto the side, dealing 6 points of force damage. He kind of gets a
Boo.
little bit hitting the side.
And I'm gonna start moving towards Ilaria. I'm just gonna move my full movement so you can go on past me. I'm just gonna see how far that is.
Alright, 30 feet. Just got you about the edge of the stairs here.
All right, that's me.
Alright. In that case, it is the Stone Defender's turn who's going to make the Striker is going to throw another one at the one of the guards here. The Stone Defender is going to move back to Mudge in the Adaro.
Okay. My smash.
Yeah.
Does that only if I punched an area where 3 enemies were in 5 feet, that doesn't count.
Well, so the smash is 3 targets within 5 feet of each other. So if there's a person that is within 5 feet of each other, for example, like Joba and Yell, but not Figra, it is possible for you to use that. It could be up to 3 people if were all standing 5 feet away from each other, basically. They are standing, like, Lady Joba is down on the ground, so if you attack her, you're gonna get advantage. But yeah.
Okay, but if I'm attacking Joba and also her,
Yeah,
do I get an advantage?
you still
on
get
that
advantage
as well?
because your smash will still hit.
Right. So I'm gonna lay 2 down on Joba.
Alright.
Which I've got
Smash.
multi attack. So.
Alright.
Does he get an extra one from the haste?
Oh yeah, you get another attack from the haste if you want it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on Fims
Alright.
on Himskis.
22 definitely hits and a 24 does also hit. It's a total of only 10 points of damage as the, kind of smash into the ground. I think? Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Kind of smashes to the ground where Lady Joba is, and the ground kind of begins to crack a little bit. She's not dead yet. She's very much stunned still from Zon's attack, but besides that, not really much.
Okay, that's more of an AoE. I'm gonna charge at Figure Himskis.
Okay, good idea.
That's more like it.
16 sadly does not hit him. He just kind of moves off to the side, and you make your way kind of past him actually over here.
I'm about to fucking climb out of this shit.
With that, Figure Himskis is going to use one of his legendary actions actually to command ally on Yell, who's going to make an attack against you. Yell Night March is going to make a great sword attack against you. This is a 21.
That
This-
is my AC.
Yeah, this deals 10 slashing damage and 12 force damage. So you take the
Holy
full 12
shit.
force damage and only 5 slashing damage.
17, right, okay.
Right, in that case, it's Ilaria's turn.
All right. She is going to cast Storm Spear.
Okay, you're going to lose concentration on haste if you do that.
Oh, I thought I could.
Is
I
that
thought
a
that was,
Stormsphere
concentration?
Is it a concentration?
Is it? Wait, I'm not 100% sure. Give me a second.
It's concentration.
Yeah, it is concentration.
Okay, yeah. If it's
Oh
concentration,
damn!
then you gotta
This
concentrate
is
on.
this fight.
Well, you gotta decide now. Do you want to have Storm Sphere up, or do you want to have do you want to like let Much be hasted?
Storm Spear.
Also, Mudge, when you got hit with 21 AC, was that with the +2 from haste?
Is it +2?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was +1. No, that didn't hit them.
All right. In that case, you don't take the damage. Pretty good.
Nice.
I helped.
All right. Perfect. Yeah,
I'm gonna take it away from him and just cast Storm Spear.
okay. In that
It
case,
helps, so we don't need it anymore.
where are you centering it? Because it's it's kind of a circle here that is about 20 foot in diameter. So like,
So, can I put it up in the air?
yes, you can, if you wanted to.
It, like, just above Mudge's head, like right.
Okay, right
hold
there.
on.
It would be about this big, basically.
Like, right here, so I can
Okay.
people with that.
Yep. I'm going to make that real quick. About this big. And zoom in a bit.
Thought it was 20 radius.
It's 20 radius? Okay, then it's actually immensely
Yeah,
huge.
20-foot radius.
Okay, in that case, it's double that size, actually. Give me a second here. It's about this, then. A huge...
Yeah, I'm just gonna put that right above his head.
Yeah, a huge sphere of lightning and like clouds suddenly appears above you, much above your above the mech, actually about 30 feet up in the air, and it's just rotating and crackling with thunder and lightning. It's very menacing as it just appears
metal
above you.
Can I use a bonus action from Storm Sphere even though I just cast it?
Technically, yes. Since
Yeah, I
it-
think that's...
yeah, you can. So you can.
Tribute the lady right in front of Mary.
Okay. Yeah. I put that into the core. The attack. I think it's the lowest one in your core attacks. Yeah. So that is 20. That's going to hit her for 18 points of lightning damage. As the sphere appears, it just crackles for a short second, and then a lightning streaks down, directly hits Yell Night March here. You guys don't need to make strength saving throws because it's in the air, so you're not directly affected by it. If she had cast it on the ground, right where you are, you would have needed to make a
okay.
save. But in this case, you're good.
And then can I move
You can
while
move.
still doing
Yeah,
this?
you
Okay, perfect.
can totally move.
I need to
30 feet.
move right there. Yeah. Just come right there.
All right. So yeah, while you're moving, you kind of stop concentrating on haste, and this storm sphere appears and sends down this lightning strike at Yell Nightmarch, who just takes a full-on beating by this lightning. She's still standing very much steadfast, though. With that, we come to Zon. Zon, just a huge sphere of lightning and crackling thunder has just appeared above your heads. And by now, Lady Joba is actually conscious again? Oh no, it's at the end of your turn. Okay.
Yeah, at the end of her turn. So, but does she look badly hurt as it is?
Lady Joba looks pretty badly hurt now. The ground around her is kind of cracked. It's very much like a... I would compare it to very much Dragon Ball Z getting pushed into the wall over and over again style. She's not looking great.
Okay, so I'm gonna try. Actually, what kind of weapon does she have? Was it a short bow?
She had a crossbow, a light crossbow actually.
Would I be able to like give up one of my attacks to like just kick it away, like in this direction, just towards our people?
You could
Or is she
just
still holding on?
I mean, if you want to, yeah, I'd say you can spend one of your attacks basically to attack it and kind of crush it actually, if you want to.
Okay, yeah,
It's
I
only
will.
made of wood, so.
Yeah, I will do that so I can just move past her. Like I'll just crush her crossbow and then try to take care of her because she has the big hurdy sword and I do not like. So let's see, I'll have one more attack and fuck's my attack. I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
The unarmed strike with 13 does not hit.
Okay, so I'll spend a key point to do flurry of blows on her. So 2 more attacks. And
20 does hit.
technique. All right, and let's see. She has to succeed on a Dex saving throw, DC 15, or be knocked prone.
DC 16?
15.
15. 15 just saves. She rolled a 15.
Shit. Yeah. And yeah, that's my turn.
Alright.
Shit.
August Ray is going to move a little bit further away here. Then the Stone Defenders are going to attack. Archix is going to attack. Pre-Republic fighters are going to attack. Slayer soldiers are going to attack. I luckily planned this entire fight out beforehand, so I don't need to worry about this little like macro stuff.
Ah, that was a good idea.
And then we have Lord Kato, who's going to make his move towards you, Mary, and is going to attack you with 2 greatsword attacks. Oh no, actually 3 greatsword attacks. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Rushes up to you. 12, a 15, and a 23.
The 23 hits and uncanny dodging it.
Okay, in that case, you only take half of the 21 points of damage, which is 10. So yeah, you take 10 points of damage, just slashing. Ooh, not looking good. In that case, we're going to have you actually next, Mary. What do you want to do? You're currently surrounded by 3 enemies that are now
like-
all awake.
I am going to bonus action disengage, and then I'm gonna dash.
Okay. Like a cat, you very quickly make an escape.
And I think you can also double your speed once if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, right. You're Tabaxi, so you could like go big
Engage
time.
zoomies.
As many times as you want, as long as you don't move for 1 turn in between.
Yeah, that's it.
Actually, I'm
By
just
the way.
gonna do that, and then.
Right. Then you just disengage. Bonus action, basically.
Bonus action disengage, do the thing, pulling the crossbow back out, and
The job.
gonna continue attacking Joba.
Alright. 14 is
No,
not good
no,
enough.
no snack attack.
14
okay.
is not good enough as you fire the bolt. She's not yet standing up, really, so it kind of goes over her head.
I'm done.
Right.
Also, ow.
With that, it's Yell's turn, who's going to make. Let me check. He's going to make 2 greatsword attacks against you, Zon.
No thanks, I'm good.
14 and 17.
17 hits.
Okay, in that case, you suffer 11 slashing damage and 13 force damage. So a total of 24 points of damage.
Oh yeah, this is fine. This is good.
And with that, she is going to not move, but Thigra is going to use one of his command allies again to let her make another attack against you. And she gains advantage on this attack as well. Great sword attack against you. It's on here. That is a 18.
Yep, that hit.
It's for another 20 points of damage total. 9 slashing.
I'm unconscious.
Oh boy, that's not good.
Much.
With that, it's Lady Jova's turn, who's going to very quickly stand up and start moving away 30 feet over here. Figura Himskis is going to move a little bit through your space here, Mudge, and then is going to make 2 weapon attacks with his greatsword. Just click on that. 26 and 15.
26 hits.
Alright. In that case, you take 17 points of slashing damage, which is halved. It's only 8. I was about to say 8, but that's a German number. In that case, well, it's Keith and Stunnerfin and this Caucus. A couple of these soldiers off to the side actually fall right here due to another grenade being thrown. Then it's Zahir's turn. Zahir, what do you want to do? Mary just came right past you, very much hurt. Zon you just saw him fall, and Ilaria standing off a little bit to the side, still controlling the storm sphere, with hands up in the air towards the storm sphere. What would you like to do? Kelly?
Oh, sorry, I was pushing the button on the wrong keyboard. How's this guy right here looking?
Which one?
This old man right here.
Oh, he still seems quite up, to be honest.
And this dude right here?
Both of them seem quite up still.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna move into range. Right here.
Mhm.
And I am going to, on this tiny, yeah, I'm going to cast. Light.
Oof. Okay. Constitution save for him.
Yes, please fail. Thank you.
I'll try to.
One fail, please.
He rolled an 18, sadly. Which means he only takes half damage, right?
Yes.
This is not what I ordered.
16.
I
Still
said
good.
please.
Honestly, this is why they're being overthrown, is because they're so rude.
Yeah. I'm really sorry.
Well, that's my turn.
Alright, in that case, Figura is going to use 2 of his legendary actions to use Frightened Foe, this time on User here. And he's going to shout, "What are your intentions with this? What do you plan?" Give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Fine.
You're actually frightened until the end of his next turn. So,
All right. What's that mean?
well, you can't move towards him, and you have disadvantage on all attacks against any target as long as he's in your line of sight.
All right.
Are you gonna answer him in any way?
I don't know. I'm just here helping a friend. Thanks.
I was told there'd be lemon tarts. It got out of hand after that.
I was peer pressured into this.
Still waiting on those pastries.
Striker moves a little bit closer to all of you and is going to throw. Is actually going to pull out a musket, very much like the ones that the soldiers are using, and is going to make an attack against Figra here. The first one is a 7, the second one is a 16. Both of them do not hit him as she fires 2 rounds and just goes wide. Not a great aimer, to say the least. Brings us back around to you, Much, still in the suit. I gotta say, since haste stopped, you can't move with the Adaru right now. You can still...
Was the haste on me or the suit?
It was on you, so you kind of are... Over you is washing a wave of lethargy right now.
But I can attack, maybe?
You can attack, yes.
Okay. But I can't... Can I charge? Technically not, I imagine.
I would say that the suit allows you to charge because it's not something that you like would need to move your feet for.
Right,
It's but yeah, you can't move beyond your charge basically.
Okay, I'm gonna charge at this woman.
All right, go ahead. 23, that hits.
Nice.
As you charge into her, she actually gets knocked off her feet. How far do you want to charge? Full 20 feet or just up to her, basically?
Full 20 feet's good.
All right. In that case, you charge over here, and she actually gets pushed alongside you over there.
Oops.
All right. In that case, we're back around to you, Ilaria. What do you want to do?
Yeah, give me a minute. Mr. Charge over here ruined what I was gonna do. Okay, well, bonus action, but I'm gonna...
Okay. Another attack.
I have to click something for that.
Yep, in the core. It's the, I think the lowest attack. No, not that one. Wait.
The wrong thing.
In your character sheet, in the core, yeah, right, that one.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
10 sadly won't hit. It kind of crashes into the ground right next to him, but doesn't hurt him at all.
For my regular action, I'm gonna... Oh! Let's just go for it.
Alright.
I need to measure out how far that was, but I don't want to hit Mudge, so it's a 20-foot radius.
Yep. Probably also don't want to hit Zahir here. Oh yeah, you can use sorcery points to like shape it as well with your meta magic.
I might do that from like this point and like try to make sure it like does not hit Mudge and it does not hit Zahir.
Okay, in that case, yeah, you can actually manage that. So while still focusing on the storm sphere, you like basically stretch out your right arm towards the right and just to the point where you think it will not hit the both of them, and just fireball just loosens from your hand and explodes right there for both of them to dodge. Dexterity. Not the dexterity say. Okay, so Yell does not save, and Lord Carter does actually save, so he only takes 14 points of damage, while she takes the full 29 points of damage. Pretty good. Okay. In that case, you want to move still?
Nah.
All right. Zahn, give me a death saving throw. That is a fail.
That's fine. I'm gonna try to get a character dead in each campaign.
Oh yeah, probably a good idea. August Ray is going to move. Stone Defender is going to move. Archix is going to actually go down to half his hit points by now. Then we have some Free Republic fighters who are going to move in a little bit closer over here. While the others are going to move a little bit further over here now that they're done. Or they're going to actually move to help you guys in this fight. And we have Slayer Soldiers. And then we go back to Lord Kato, who is going to move directly up to you. So here. Which allows you much for an attack opportunity if you wanted to.
Yes, please. Can I only slam or can I charge?
You can slam. Or wait, no. Charge is a separate kind of thing where it's not really like melee, but it's also not really like ranged. So you can slam, but you can also hit Yell Night March with it. So yeah, 18 does hit both of them for 5 points of damage. Okay. Lord Kato still moves up to you, Zahir, and is going to make 3 attacks with his greatsword against you. First one is an 11, the second one is an 11, and the third one is a 24.
I'm pretty sure those all hit me. Yep.
What did I... Oh, yeah, right. I gave you that gauntlet, right? Okay.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, guys, don't forget about your little gadget that you got.
Oh yeah, Zahn was able to really see those great sword attacks coming.
Yeah.
Those are, in fact, great sword attacks.
Yeah. And not only that, they're also great sword attacks. 20. If all of them hit, Zahir, you're going to take a total of 16 from the first one. 19 from the second one, and 21 from the third one. So,
yeah, what's the total?
we have. Okay, so 16 plus 19, it goes up to 35. Then we have another 21, so 56.
Okay, on the first attack, I'm gonna Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
And then I will promptly fall unconscious.
Okay. In that case, what does that mean? Your Hellish Rebuke is going to do... He needs to make what?
I believe... Hold on. It's Dex. It
Okay.
should be loading. Give me 1 second.
No worries. He rolled an 11, so I think he fails here. How much is the damage?
I can't get it. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, you can also just manually put it in. It doesn't work right now. Okay, 25, yeah. Okay, he takes the full 25 here. But you go down.
Actually, hold on. It's one more detail.
Oh, yeah, right. Wait, and don't you, like, get your Pact of the Undying feature that you, like, get back up?
I have to make a save.
All right. Okay. In that case, so he takes another 5?
Yeah, because it's 2d10 at first level, and then
Okay.
it's 1d10 for each level above, and it was
Okay.
4th level, so
Yeah, so he
2d10,
takes
3d10,
a total of
4d10,
30
5d10.
points of damage. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're still down though. Which brings us back to Mary. Mary, you just saw Lord Cato just run up to Zahir and with 3 slashes down him down to the ground. One that went straight across his chest.
It looks like all of the additional resistance fighters are starting to make their way over towards the helping, right?
Yep, that's right. The Solea soldiers off to the side have mostly been disposed of, and they're starting to move towards you guys.
And out of the 3 asshats, who looks the most hurt?
The most hurt is probably Lord Kato after this hellish rebuke, as you can see that his arms are completely charred now by the black fire that of the hellish rebuke that was cast from Zahir.
Okay, ignore the snack attack that's automatically included in this, but pew pew.
Right, 24. That hits for 4 points of damage. Good. Make a shot
And I am going to move into about here, so that there are some other targets besides just me, because I don't want to get smush.
Yeah.
And I'm done.
make your way into the crowd, and then yeah, we are going to go further. Yell is going to make some attacks against the Adaru here. She is going to make 2 great sword attacks against the Adaru. One of which, both of which are 11s. Holy shit!
Nice.
Which do not hit. She like swings at you, but you just start staggering back with the Adaru a little bit, so she doesn't hit you actually at all. With that, Lady Joba is going to make. She doesn't have a crossbow anymore, so she has no other option than move a little bit over here, and is going to start chugging a small potion of healing for
Edge.
just about 5. It's fucking stupid. Okay. Shadowtusk, these 2 have made their way as far away as possible. And then it is back to Figra, who is going to stand up to you and is going to make 2 great sword attacks against you, Mudge. One of which is a 13, the other one is a 20.
Both miss.
Alright, in that case,
Oh wait, no, I don't have haste anymore. So 20 is my AC.
yeah, in that case, one of them hits for 13 slashing damage, which is halved, so it's only 6, yeah. Okay, in that case, we have Zahir coming up. No, Nissa is actually going to do something first. Nissa is going to throw another one of those grenades, this time actually at Figra, which causes him to make a dexterity saving throw here. That is good. Yeah, that's good enough. So he only suffers half, which is 8. And that brings us back to Zahir. Zahir, give me a death saving throw. If you possibly waking up.
So that's my whole turn, though, right?
If you get stable again, then you have your entire turn still. That's
Okay,
kind
so
of one of my house rules, to be honest.
Saved on a
Oh.
13. I'm back up to 3 hit points.
Yep.
This dude is still in front of me, correct?
Yep, he's still right there.
Okay, I'm going to call lightning on him.
All right. Damn. Okay. That's That's
I
going...
don't have that put in my spell book yet. I'm just gonna look it up really quick.
I'll do the same, to be honest. Still got old stuff. Pole lightning, 60-foot. Stormcloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that is 10 foot tall with a 60-foot radius, centered on a point you can see within 1 foot directly above you. The spell fails if you can see a point in the air where the stormcloud could appear. When you cast a spell, choose a point where you can see in range. A bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud to that point. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d10 lightning damage on a failsafe, or half as much damage on a successful one. On each of your turns until the spell ends, you can use your action to call lightning in this way again, targeting the same point or a different one. If you are outdoors in stormy conditions, when you cast this spell, the spell gives you control over the existing storm instead of creating a new one.
We're inside though, so I can't really do that, can I?
Well, you can, because the ceiling is about 100 feet up.
Well, I'm gonna do that then. Please, DC 16 saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Dexterity saving throw. Okay, he fails. So that's 3d10 lightning damage onto him. Oh my god! 2 double 10s. That's pretty good. Okay.
Nice.
He takes 23 points of damage directly, and the lightning just crashes into him. And just as it subsides, the crackling of the thunder right in front of you, he's still standing.
It was non-lethal lightning damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be non-lethal, by the way.
I guess so. Yeah. But you can see that he is now completely charred from head to toe, with light.
And I'm just gonna say, God, won't you just die already?
I have my honor. I will protect it. Striker is going to make another musket shot at Vigra. Please, by God, hit, woman. 7. Jesus. No. Stone defenders are going to start moving up. One of them is going to start moving over here. One of them is going to start moving over here. That brings us back to the Adaru. Mudge, what's going to be?
Going to. If I move 5 feet here, does that invoke an attack of opportunity?
If you just move 5 feet, no.
Okay. Then I'm gonna charge at
Alright.
Kato.
Yeah, good idea. That would provoke an attack of opportunity, though.
Would it? I'm like charging, aren't I? Isn't that like supersonic speed?
Yeah, I guess you're right. A 30 also does hit for 11 points of damage, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I'd say you're pretty quick and swift. Kind of just escape them and kind of get over here. Kind of just slam into the back of Kato. As Zahir, you just see this large construct rushing towards you and just hitting the guy in front of you. Kato's still standing. Didn't even get knocked prone. But he took a beating. Is that all you want to do?
I just left us on there, didn't I? No, I'm gonna move like here.
All right. In that case, Kato is actually going to get an attack.
Oh, wait, no. I'll move 4 feet away from.
All right, yeah, just enough to not provoke an attack of opportunity. Good, okay.
Yes, but to also maybe get the essential.
All right. Ilaria, in that case, I would love for you to take your turn.
I'm gonna lightning.
This guy? All right.
The guy that hits the here, that guy.
Yeah.
We're back at hostage.
14 just hits the ground right next to him, just barely missing him.
Hit him again, since it's a bonus action. Can I use 2 of them?
No. If something says specifically it's a bonus action, then you can only use it as a bonus action. Sorry.
Okay. Then. Oh god. Sorry. Oh god. Okay. What? Shatter is. That's a 10-foot radius. Everyone? Can't really do anything else. I'll walk up to Zahir and cure wounds on him.
All right. Walk up to
Where'd
him.
she go?
Put cure wounds on him. Lay your hands on him while still controlling the storm sphere above. Six points of healing. Back to you. Here.
Yeah.
Yay.
And that's my turn.
All right. In that case, Zahn, give me another death saving throw, please. Oh boy! You're like threading the needle on a natural one here. That's 2 fails.
Well, as long as nobody
Don't we
like
have,
pokes me with a stick.
Don't we have the king of all priests like, at the other side of the room? What's he up to? He can probably resurrect, can't he?
Yeah, not all priests are clerics. That's the thing.
Hashtag not all priests.
Yeah, Jesus. No, he doesn't seem like he's very much going to barge in there and try to like fight. So you'll have to see. It's gonna be.
Don't worry, when Agith Zerai gets stricken down, they become stronger than you can possibly imagine.
Great. In that case, August Ray is going to move a little bit. Stone Defenders are going to move away from here. Oh no, the Stone Defenders are actually going to fight Archix here a little bit more. Which brings them down half. And then Archix is going to fight them back, the Republic fighters. So the Free Republic fighters on this side are going to all going to make crossbow attacks against Figra. Going to make one and then put it up there. So that's... He's basically just getting barraged by a multitude of crossbow bolts that just start hitting him. He gets hit by about 7 or 8 of them, which means he suffers about 16 points of damage here. Which brings us back to Lord Kato, who's first going to make one great sword attack against User here, which is a 23.
We both know that hits.
Yep, that's going to deal 19 points of... Oh, wait, no. It's only going to deal 17 points of slashing damage here.
Oh, well, that's good.
Oh, only 17.
Yeah,
Thank you.
only 17.
I'm unconscious.
And then he is going to step over your
After
body,
I whack a
provoking an attack of opportunity from you, Mudge.
Him?
Mudge, you get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Coming from him.
Okay, 30. Yeah, that works. He takes 6 more bludgeoning damage as you punch him back in his back, and then he's going to make 2 more swings at you, Ilaria, with his greatsword. The first one is a 10. The second one is a 20.
The second one?
All right, the second one is a 20. I think that hits.
Definitely hits.
Yeah, for 7 points of damage only.
Okay. We're okay.
While he rolled two 6s on the damage against Zahir, he rolled 2 1s against the damage against you. So, got lucky there.
He feels bad about hitting a girl. I don't know.
Zahir, yeah, you got slashed across your chest again. It's probably going to leave a mark. Pretty much going to leave a mark.
It's fine. I mean, it's...
Yeah. Mary, you're back. And still among the group of Free Republic fighters. What do you want to do?
So, how hurt is Mr. Douche Canoodle looking?
He's quite hurt by now. He actually has suffered a lot of damage in the recent beatings. Like, you guys were pretty much focusing him a lot, so he didn't really get to do much what he wanted.
Bonus action dashy time.
All right.
Because I am not so good at pewing with the pew.
You get advantage on this attack because you're flanking, since you guys are currently surrounding him. Right.
Pew pew, motherfucker.
28 with sneak attack. That is a total of 22 plus 11. It's 33. Do you want to kill him, or do you just want to do non-lethal damage and down him?
Non-lethal and down him.
All right.
Even
so,
though he's an asshole, we're not trying to make them dead assholes.
So yeah, you just stab him and then just kind of knock him down to the ground, where he just kind of slams his head onto the ground and just goes unconscious. He is.
And I'm done.
All right. With that, it's Yel's turn, who is going to make one more attack against. Oh no, she's just gonna make 2 attacks against the Adaru. One of which is a 16, the other one is a 29. 29 should hit for a total of 17 slashing damage, which is halved, so 8, and 22 force damage. So 30 points of damage total against the Adaru. As her sword with force just kind of crashes into one of the legs of the Adaru. And Mudge inside, your panels begin to glow with like red. So yeah, the Adaru loses 30 health here, and
Sure.
then it is Lady Joba's turn, who is going to move a little bit more over here. And then it is Figura's turn, and Figura just kind of stands up, points his sword up to you, Mudge, and shouts, "What right do you have to attack us this way? What right do you have to still prey on freedom? I know who you are. I know who you are inside there.
Oh, fuck off!
How can you speak of peace when you surrender us to death? I know what you're up to. You want to overthrow this government, and I won't have it. When they come, they're going to take away everything. Then you will have to live with a guild of 1,000 deaths. Those that were forsaken by your choice. The souls that were lost because you thought it was right to just attack a fully functioning war."
Oh, are you done, mate?
Made a big mistake. A big mistake. It's going to make 2 short attacks against. No, not short swords. I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong sheet. 2 great sword attacks against. That is a 23 and a 18. 23 hits for 13 points of damage, which is halved, so 6 more points of damage. The plan is, by the way, not broken. It just fell on the ground. It's laying there almost like a pot that kind of fell over, but besides that, it's good.
Oh, thank God.
Yo, is Zong gonna die? Has nobody got heals?
Ilaria has heals, but she's not in range currently.
Oh shit.
The stone defender starts moving over here. Nissa is going to throw another grenade at Figura, who needs to make another save here. Or take. Okay, he takes 15 points of damage as the grenade explodes right next to him. So here, give me a death saving throw.
You guys ready for this natural one?
Save.
Okay. It's because we believed in you.
Clap your hands, Peter.
That's 1 save.
It's like
But we believe in Zon too.
I don't know. So yeah, one more stone defender moves. Striker is this time actually going to rush forward, over here to the middle of the storm sphere, running apparently for Zon here. Another stone defender moves, and we're back to the Adaru. Mudge, what do you want to do?
Going to second wind.
Oh,
Not second
okay.
wind. Action surge. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
I was about to say, do you want to regain hit points for the Adaru?
Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna move here.
All right.
I want to pick up Zon's body.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, you can do that.
And then I just want to shuffle it like I just want to like lay it down on the ground over here.
All right. I'd say because this is very much just you're kind of using your entirety of your stuff here. I'd say each of the guys around here actually get a attack of opportunity against you.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So
Thank
one
you.
great sword from Vigra and one great sword from Yao. Both of which do not hit you. They all just pling off your of the mech's armor.
But you're not good with the controls, so you accidentally spike on like a football.
He throws you into a wall 50 feet away. Then he's going to charge at Figurahimskis.
All right, good idea.
Did that take a turn? What are we at?
Yeah, 20 feet over there.
No, I can't find my thing. Yeah, that's gone.
You want to go
I've got
full
them.
20 feet?
Yeah. Did it take a turn to move Zon?
Since you used action search, no. You can
Okay.
still attack him if you want, but we'll first need to see if you actually hit him.
I can't actually fucking find the sheet. There it is.
Before, yeah, that's it. Hit him for 20 points of damage. It's pretty good. He gets thrown back. Right next to Striker here. With that, it is Ilaria's turn. Ilaria, you see in front of you is Zahir, and then there's Zon. Zon has been out for much longer, but Zahir also isn't looking that great.
Can someone remind me how Zon teleported?
Much
really
movement.
good.
Much just carried him
Okay.
over.
Sorry, I missed
He
that.
did.
It's
He luckily
above
did teleport.
Monks
I
do
was like,
combat
what
roll
is-
when they're unconscious.
Is Zahir like awake now? Is he okay?
No, he's not awake. He's unconscious, but he just went unconscious. He's still
but
breathing.
Zon is literally about to die.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
he's
gonna-
fine.
He's fine. I'm gonna move
All right.
heal on.
Okay. Easily
Thank
enough.
you.
With a cure wounds.
Like the only thing I have.
Yeah. All right. Lucky that you picked that sorcerer archetype. Okay. Yeah. 7 points of healing back to you, Zon. Perfect.
And I wanna
Yeah.
Bonus action?
and hit this
All right. Yeah.
skinny guy. He keeps screaming at people.
I'd say on this one you actually do have advantage because he's kind of cornered right now and on the ground. So you can roll another one, basically, for advantage.
Okay.
19 does actually hit him. We'll take the first damage, so it's 17 points of damage in this case. That the lightning just crashes into him while he's still down on the ground and just, yeah, electrocutes him a little bit. He's still living though. He's not dead yet.
I don't want to kill him. My God.
No, he's not dead. He's not dead. But Zon, you do wake up suddenly. You're somewhere else. You can see the storm sphere is still above you, but now a little bit off to the side. You're awake now. You can use half your movement to stand up, and then you have your full turn.
Yeah, so he's gonna stand up, and he sees Ilaria, and he says, "Oh, thank you for helping me not die." And then he's gonna use Wholeness of Body to regain 24 hit points.
Right, yeah, you kind of gather yourself and your like entire being just emanates for a short second, and you feel some of your wounds closing up, and you guys actually see how Zon's wounds begin to slowly but surely close up on his body. It is a very frightening but also very interesting kind of process.
Yeah. He can only do it once per nap, though, or no, once per coma. So then he's going to spend a key point, and make sure I got this right. Points for patient defense. So attacks against him have disadvantage.
All right. So in that case, nope, one more. These stone defenders are going to down our tricks here, actually, and that means they're now free to move. Three Republic fighters are going to make them move as well, and they're going to start attacking Yell with their crossbows here, which means that she will take an additional 16 points of damage here, as well as Figra, who is going to get attacked by the other side of Republic fighters. Also going to take 16. Not Kato is unconscious, which brings us back to Mary.
How hurt is chick that whacked me with the great sword a bunch?
She still seems fairly healthy. She is a little bit out of breath, and you can clearly see that she has sustained a lot of damage, but she is still pretty much good for now.
All right. In that case, that means it's time to go back to crossbowing and pewing and ignore the sneak attack
All right.
and ignore the advantage.
Well, you get sneak attack because Strike is within 5 feet of the guy. So, wait, who are you attacking? Yell or Figra?
The chick
Okay.
that hit me
Okay.
a bunch with the great sword.
In that case, yeah, it's not. But 27 still hits for 5 points of damage. Pretty good. do you wanna
And
move?
I'm going to move because I am going to be behind the people that are in slightly better health now.
All right. In that case, Yell is going to move backwards, actually. Starting to move over here. And then is going to fire a two short bow attacks at Zon with disadvantage. That is a
Yay.
17 and a 15.
The 17 hits, but I'm going to try to catch it.
Okay. Yep, it only deals
Oops.
5 points of damage, so you actually, catch it. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just that first one did. Let's see. Range of 20 feet. Okay, I can't throw it back.
Well, you can throw it back just with disadvantage.
Oh, nah, I'm gonna save that key point.
All right. In that case, it is Lady Joba's turn, who is going to very quickly run up to Yell, and they're going to hushily talk to each other. And then Figra is going to take stand up, going to take a couple of steps back, which provokes an attack of opportunity from you, Mudge, and from Striker. He's going to make a longsword attack against him. That is a 19 against him. That actually does deal damage. So that's points plus 5. Okay, that's 14 points of damage that you both did to him. He kind of staggers back a little bit, and then eventually kind of walks back to his seat and kind of just props himself down. And then he says, All right. Stop this. Now listen.
Order your men to surrender.
Well, you haven't left much of my men, to be honest. And as you look around, you can actually see that the Surveyor soldiers are mostly all dead. Artrix is dead, and yeah, some of the freedom fighters are also laying there, just merely corpses now. Ilaria, you have enough time to cast another spell on Zahir if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll heal him.
Alright. Cast another Cure Wounds on him, and Zahir, you very quickly regain consciousness. And as you look at the scene, Ilaria, are you still keeping up with the Storm Sphere?
Just for now.
Okay. Still is up there. Storm Sphere is still rotating up in the air. And Nissa kind of walks forward and goes, "We have a couple of demands, Figura. It's about time that we end this war. And we don't need you for that. To be honest, all you've been doing is bringing this republic to shit. And we all had enough of it." Figure just kind of puts like both of his arms on the side of the chair and kind of puts his head into his hands and goes, "So that's what you want to do? Want to just forfeit any chance that we had of winning this war?" Nissa just nods. Like, puts down one of his hands and goes, "And all of you others, were you also of the same mindset? You also think that we should throw away our freedom just for possible survival?"
Mudge goes right up to the slit in the helmet and sticks his hand through with a thumbs up.
We believe in stopping the bloodshed.
There's a war going on?
Laria,
Wait,
what are you
That's the
currently
first
doing?
I'm hearing of it.
She's sitting over here, just like up against the bottom of the chair, and not saying anything.
Lady Jolba kind of takes place on the left side of Figura, and Yell does the same. And Figura just kind of points them to throw down their weapons. They just do. They kind of land in front of the Adaru. And he goes, "This is all on you. If it fails, this land gets overrun and thousands of people die. Children, men, and women die because of you. It's all your fault. I want you to know that."
So the people that died before, and when you were refusing to listen to anybody that disagreed with you and you were imprisoning them for their beliefs, you agree that those are all on you too?
Yes, I lost lives for freedom, or the freedom of this republic. It's what I believe in, and it's what I fought for every day. And I tried to keep the victims the size of the amount of victims as small as possible, the casualties just to the minimum. But if you were in my place, and you will be, you're gonna notice sometimes people need to die. Freedom. But I
So
guess
you think your kind of freedom is more important than other people's kind of freedom to the point where you won't even listen to them? None of this would happen if you listened to people. You're supposed to be representing people, not imprisoning them because you disagree with them. That's wrong.
We did what was right. We did exactly what this republic needed. And you won't convince me otherwise. I've made my choice. I've lived my life as a leader of this land, and I don't think I will ever just forfeit my ideals.
Well, it was a great chat, but I think it's over with. So if you could get tied up, that's nice.
Well then. Do you think everyone's going to follow you guys? After you did this?
Mate, you're a dickhead. No one gives a fuck about you. No one's going to be up in arms.
It appears
think-
that we're actually only up in arms to stop you.
We think that everybody might not agree with us or follow us, but they deserve a chance to listen to us.
Interesting. Well, you see it that way, then enjoy what you just did. He starts Striker comes up to them and starts tying their hands and their feet together, and eventually they kind of get carried away. And a couple of minutes later, a person actually enters and brings message that the freedom fighters have been freed from the prisons, and the Solea soldiers have also laid down their weapons for now. Seems like your revolution worked somehow.
The Adaru starts clapping its massive robot hands.
We all applaud and then freeze frame.
The other Lords of the Sea, Orcus Shattertusk and Keith Silvereyes, agree actually to helping the other three out in governing for the time being, and promise they won't interfere with any sort of interaction that they would need to make.
Today was a very direct democracy. And Zahn has like an armload of weapons that he scooped up from the council members who surrendered. Are there any monk weapons, or just like a great sword? And
It's mostly just great swords and short swords.
yeah, so he's going to. Is there like a storage compartment on the Adaru that he can just?
No,
yeah.
not really. It's a one-man mech that doesn't really have. It's not like a combi. It's very much just a
Okay, he'll just hold on to him to see if maybe Mudge wants him, because he knows that great sword hurt really badly.
The Adaru starts walking away, and Mudge says,
Oh, I'm going to go see my missus.
All right. Nissa actually asks, Mudge, could you leave the Adaru here for that? It would be good to have it around here just in case, you know?
I've sort of grown attached, is the thing.
Yeah, you know,
What if I get stopped in the road?
I don't think you will.
It could happen.
I'm pretty sure you could handle it.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I mean, of course he can handle it. He's in a giant robot.
Let the Adaru stay here, please, Mudge. You can borrow it once in a while.
he gets out.
You slowly start climbing out and kind of make your way down. It's like until you eventually hit the ground. Everyone else, you guys want to follow Mudge, or do you guys want to stay where you are?
He said he was
Follow
going.
Mudge,
Yeah.
because there
Yeah.
are things to do.
And once he's out of the robot, Zon's gonna ask him, "Do you typically use two-handed weapons? Can you use these?" And he's gonna hold up the great swords.
I don't know. Are any of them special ones? Wasn't the one that was poisoned or something?
Well, there's one that was doing force damage, but I don't know if that was her ability or the sword.
So as you look at the sort of yell, since you have true sight, you could technically see the arcane energy that would emanate off it if it was still magical, but it is actually not. It
Okay,
seems
must just
it
been
actually
her.
came for her. So no, they're very mundane swords.
I mean, I'll take one just because you're offering.
Here you go, and I'll just hand it over. And then I'll go over to Ilaria and try to offer one to her and say, "Thank you for healing me. Would you like a sword?"
No, thank you. I've got plenty.
Okay. And he'll just drop it right there and walk off, just like a toddler dropping a toy and walking away.
What is he, Mary?
It's heavy.
Traveling with her too long.
I mean, it's heavy and he can't use it, so he views it as not having a purpose to him.
All right. You guys leave the Hall of the Sea in a state that can only be described as chaos. The grenades have completely destroyed parts of the small like staircase, as well as the smashes of the Adaru have partially fractured the ground completely. The ground is also charged with lightning, and it just doesn't look like a great Hall of the Sea anymore. And you leave and you make your way outside, where the atmosphere is very much indifferent. You can see that about 300 or 400 people are just standing around in front of the Hall of the Sea, as people are very quickly talking to each other in a very hastily way and are trying to explain what is going on. And you kind of make your way through the crowd, slowly but surely moving away, until you kind of out of the corner of your eye spot the priest Zeverin Moonshine, the one that was responsible for getting the people out of the prison alongside his priests. And you can see that he's accompanied by a large group of different people, most of them who are just dressed in mostly rugs, and just all seem to be very much prisoners of the Republic. And then there is something very different. Something that actually draws a whole lot of eyes upon it. Alara, you've seen this thing already, but standing in the middle of this plaza, basically, is that huge tiger, the one of the statue. A gracious being is no way to describe this. This tiger of pure black fur, crossed with these blue emanating kind of lights as stripes, standing about at least 8 feet tall, just high, basically. And it appears to be talking to Zeverin Moonshine, actually, at the moment. Mudge, give me a perception check.
Yes.
Alright. You look over the crowd of prisoners for a little while, and eventually you spot
ex.
For a long time, you haven't seen her, but she still looks pretty great, to be honest.
Oh yes.
Vanessa is standing there in the middle. She looks still very tough, just like her personality, basically. And she is actually wielding in one hand a short sword that she seemed to have picked up, and is kind of talking with two other ex-prisoners, basically. And she hasn't noticed you yet.
Much slowly approaches her.
Just as you get close enough to her, about 5 feet away, she kind of turns a little bit. And as she sees you, she is confused the first second. And then she, like, smiles and just throws her arms around your, like, around your neck and just hugs you.
It's great to see you, but you do smell like shit.
How romantic.
Man, it just appears to me that you haven't been in the prison cell and you still smell like shit. That's really weird.
It's
you
a
haven't-
good slam, but it's not called for.
You know, I mean, your smell hasn't really changed in the couple of years that you've been around.
You're still looking great.
You do too. Were you involved in this? Please tell me you were involved in
Yes, I was.
this. Oh god.
I was with a group that stormed the Sea Lord house
Oh
place.
god, then you were right in there. Man, I would have given a lot to be right there, but yeah, I was kind of chained up. My hands were tied in a way.
Yeah, I mean, well, as I was leaving, they did give me a big round of applause, and they did say I was a hero. So
I can't imagine it. Have you
listen,
s-
the girls.
Yeah, I was about to
they're at the
ask you.
house. Yeah, Issa's looking after them.
Your sister? She's here?
Yeah, she takes along.
Oh, okay, yeah. Who are these guys? And she like points over to the rest of the group that is currently like just standing around there, probably.
They're companions.
Companions?
Yeah, in a way.
You suddenly travel with other people.
Yeah, you know, I'm easing up in my old age.
All right. Much. I don't know what to say. I'm glad to see, but I also very surprised.
Listen, I'm going to take things a little bit more seriously now. I want to help you out more.
All right. What are you gonna do? Stay here in Corcos?
I've got a few things to do, but I'm going to do that as soon as I can.
Okay.
And I'm
But-
not going to leave this time.
Well, you said you had a couple of things to do. What does that involve? Like, you say you're not going to go away. Is it just here in Corcos?
No, it's in I need to go to Long River.
All right. Well, I mean, as long as you don't take a year to come back, I'll be fine with it. All right.
Thank you. It's great to see you again.
It's great to see you again. I think I should go to the girls, right?
Yeah, probably best. I'll come over later.
All right. Well, I'll see you then. She like looks over at the rest of you guys and goes, take care of him. He can be a little hard-headed, you know? With that, she just leaves. The rest of you guys, you're currently just standing around here. Not too far off to the side is this huge tiger that you, Ilaria, know is actually nothing more but an angel of Lonar.
Mm. Yeah. While Mudge was talking to his missus, she probably walked off.
In that direction?
Yeah. At
Right.
least walked up to them.
All right. Anyone else want to do something?
Just gonna kind of stand awkwardly.
All right.
Mary goes, "Aw," while they greet each other and talk shit to each other.
All right. So Jesse, you just missed that Mudge reunited with his ex-wife, and that there is a huge black and blue tiger that is an angel of Lonar currently chilling around here. That Ilaria is currently approaching.
I have to go get ready for work, guys. Sorry, I gotta
Alright.
dip early. Thanks for the session.
Okay.
Take it easy. Sorry I delayed the start of it.
Yeah.
You're all good, man.
Look,
All right. So, Larry, you make your way over, and as you come close, Zevran kind of notices you, and he his face just lightens up, and he goes, "Oh, hello, Laria. I wasn't aware that you were part of this."
Yeah, I didn't want to be. This is the head priest, right? Out of character.
Yes.
Friend.
I'm sorry. What? Not out there.
She's gonna say, "Who is your friend?" The tiger, the giant tiger.
He points up.
You see
Basically.
him too?
Yeah, he needs to
Who's
point
your
up. Basically.
friend?
And he goes, "This is the angel envoy that was sent to Korkos multiple hundred years ago. I told you about him. We have a statue of him in the temple. Don't you remember?"
Yes. All right. Yes, I remember that.
And the tiger kind of leans down and goes, "Hello."
She's gonna curtsy as well as she can in her armor and say hello.
"You must be the child of the moon that Severin has been talking to me about. Right.
I am the full moon spark.
Yes. I can feel your power. It still needs to grow, though. How long have you been?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
He just asked how long you've been traveling.
Only a couple of months.
Well, it's going to take a little bit more than that to fully develop your powers. But until then, you're going to have a great life. And with that, one of its paws kind of extends towards you, and a sharp, almost translucent blue claw extends from its paw and just taps you against your forehead. And suddenly you feel a little bit more secure. Just ever so slightly. And he goes, "I hope you find the one that you're looking for. I can sense that he is somewhere."
The other spark, it's a he?
"Yes, indeed. And he is close."
Town?
"I can feel him. Around here, even."
She's gonna kind of look around.
You see a lot of people around. Mostly just commoners. There's your group. And besides that, really anyone.
Anything else you can give me besides that? And then I find it, which I know you know, but it was stressed out. Even just one more hint.
tiger appears to be smiling in some way, as it just kind of goes. Well, did anyone ever mention to you something about being very much like you, Ilaria?
Wait, very much like what?
Very much like you.
Anyone being very much like me?
Did anyone ever say that?
Ringing any bells in her mind because it's not ringing any bells in mine.
There was that one time that Ilaria actually does remember. It was that one time that Zahir woke up from a dream and told you that his inner self told him that he was just like you. The tiger just kind of...
She and yeah,
What? What did you
I
say?
said she and I are just in a state of shock and not thinking at all.
Hey, Billy.
Hey, I'm just gonna listen in while I get ready.
All right. That huge angel tiger just told Ilaria basically that you're the new moon spark.
Surprise!
So yeah. The tiger just
Oh.
kind of purrs a little bit and goes, well, do you understand now?
Yeah, I think I do.
The reasons of why belongs to you and your kind are different. But you'll find out soon enough.
Makes it easier than hunting someone down in a city of thousands.
It does. And I tell you, just follow your path, Ilaria. It will lead you to the point where you want to be. Don't be scared of looking ahead.
Yes, sir.
Don't call me sir. Call me Shade. That's my name.
Oh.
I think my work here is done. And he turns to Zevran and goes, I thank you very much for freeing me. The goddess will look brightly upon you. And he turns back to you, Ilaria, and goes, and upon you. I will now return to the sky. Suddenly, his entire being, the stripes on his body begin to emanate even more in this blue light until they begin to dissolve him partially, and just ever so slightly this light begins to move up into the air and up into the sky. And yeah, just vanishes. Suddenly, most of the people on this plaza have dispersed. You guys are standing around there still. Zevran has excused himself to walk back to his temple. And it seems like, at least for now, peace is subsiding directly in the capital. What do you guys want to do?
So Zahn is holding in his guts a little bit. He's saying, if there is no further violence to conduct, I would very much like to rest.
Yeah, fair play, mate. Cheers for helping out.
Oh, happy to help a friend, of course. And he's just limping back to the tavern.
I thought the coup was the first step, and there are more steps. So when is next step?
I don't think there is another.
Well, Stryker kind of pointed out that they're going to resume diplomatic connections to the Xaverian Empire to tell them that they're willing to negotiate an end of this war. So there's definitely going to come some kind of envoy from the Xaverian Empire.
Yeah, so I mean, until diplomacy does its task, we've got nothing more to do.
Mary is gonna go nap then. She doesn't feel so good.
Good idea. Ilaria?
What time is it?
It is nearing afternoon. Late afternoon, basically. It's about 4 or 5.
She's gonna walk off in the direction of the market.
You quickly realize that most of the stands are closed. It is kind of a little bit sad atmosphere around the marketplace. Not a lot of people are around, and most of them have kind of made their way back home. So a lot of the stalls are just closed, and only a couple of people are still keeping up their stores. What are you looking for?
A jeweler?
Hmm?
Or a place that sells either one first, it doesn't matter.
Okay, give me an investigation check. You ask around, and it takes you the better part of half an hour to eventually find a jeweler that actually is open. And you kind of enter, and it is a kind of middle-aged woman who's currently like polishing a couple of crystals. And as you enter, she goes, "Ah, have you heard what's going on? Seems like a real kerfuffle out there."
Heard.
What can I do for you? I mean, business is not going to run itself, even if there's something wrong going out there. It's just going to overthrow some kind of government or something like that.
She's gonna pull out the amethyst that she got from
Out of the end.
Yeah, that one.
All right, yeah.
And just, can I get a escapes me right now on how much this is worth?
Oh, yeah, sure. I can give you the exact value
appraisal.
of it. So the amethyst is 100 gold pieces.
If she's willing to buy it.
Yeah, she's willing. She just kind of hands over 100 gold pieces and goes, "Oh, pretty neat thing you have there. Where you got it?"
At a festival, I won it
Oh, that's pretty good.
a while ago. Anyway, thank you. Bye. And she like leaves.
The woman, before being able to say anything else, just yeah, you just leave.
Yeah.
Are you going to go back to the tavern after that?
Unless I can find a place that sells like notebooks or journals or something like that, then yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can probably run by a scribe shop real quick. Costs you just merely a gold piece for enough supplies.
Yeah, and then I'll head back.
All right. In that case, yeah, you make your way back to the tavern. In the meantime, all of you guys have made your way already back to the tavern and have kind of assumed your normal positions at the table, eating and kind of contemplating what was going on. You're all just sitting around the table, and the talk of the tavern is very much about what is going on. There are people that are completely in the dark. There are people who actually go around telling fake stories about what happened. There are definitely rumors on exactly who took over the government and what is going on. It basically spread like a wildfire. So you're currently
Mudge
yeah.
says to the rest of the table,
Listen, the environment here is not, I'm feeling kind of victorious and kind of joyous. So I'm going to go to the biggest tavern and I'm going to talk some shit and I'm going to get pissed up.
I wholeheartedly support that endeavor. And Zon's just going to lean close to Mary and go, I'm glad I thought to wear a mask.
Mary is just wondering what happens next. And also wanting lots of naps, because that was a very ouchy experience.
Hey, tell you what though, you're a hero. That's good, isn't it?
Mary thinks that nobody is hero until shit buffs out.
Yeah, he's got. That'll come.
So, you guys want to Mudge and Zon? I assume Mary probably wants to stay behind, right? You don't want to go get shit faced.
Zon was also not going to go get shit faced. He was basically just like saying, "Oh yeah,
okay,
that sounds good." He wants to go meditate and put his organs back inside.
All right.
He was very, very nearly dead.
Yeah.
If he's looking still pretty bad, then Alaria is probably gonna heal him one more time.
No, he's at like half health, but
he's no
just
longer
gonna
bleeding, but he's definitely still hurt. Yeah, you probably heal up Zahir a little bit, as he's probably still, very much bleeding and stuff like that. So, Mudge, you go out and do a little bit of carousing along through the bars and just pretend you're, the biggest, like you have the biggest stick of them all, basically. Just running around telling everyone that you were the one that single-handedly took down this government. I'd love to actually, actually, a second here. I would love for you to give me a couple of checks here.
okay.
I would love for you to give me a persuasion check and a deception check.
Okay.
Oof. Okay. You kind of do a little bit over the top, and it doesn't really impress too many people. But you also don't get in trouble because probably somewhere in there are some people that kind of still support the old government. None of them really do step up though to deal with you, but I'd say over the night you probably spend around 10 gold pieces just covering your expenses of just running around, buying drinks, and like maybe even buying drinks for the whole like pub sometimes.
Oh yeah. Of
Yeah.
course.
You're really in like celebration mood right now, so yeah, it kind of goes a little bit off, but yeah, eventually you kind of settle down, come to a halt, probably in some kind of tap room.
Oh,
at a
he heads
table.
back to the house.
Oh, right, yeah. You arrive there probably a little bit later at night, and you kind of knock against the door, a little bit drunk. And after a couple of seconds, Vanessa actually answers the door. She's still dressed. She has changed her clothes, and she's now dressed in this very beautiful, normal, yeah, almost jacket with that kind of goes down to her knees, and she just kind of goes, "Mudge, you reek a little bit of alcohol. What is it?"
No.
I'm pretty sure you do. The kids are already asleep if you want to talk to
Yeah.
them.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I just want to lie down.
Yeah, no problem. I sent your sister, by the way, back to the tavern. She's a very nice woman. You really notice that she is your part of the family.
Yeah, I mean, she's all right. She ain't
So,
got a wink on me.
do you want to sleep here for the night?
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
All right. Come in. I'm sure we'll find a place for you. You kind of get let in, and the two of you have a very nice night, just talking and having fun with each other. It's good catching up with her, even if you're drunk, and you get a little bit more pissed, and eventually you pass out.
I relate too much with it.
Oh god. In the other tavern, you guys are slowly making your way to go to bed as well. Mary and Zahn, the both of you, make your way up to your room just very quickly, and as you make your way up to your room, Ilaria, you do find something very strange. The door that leads to your room is a little bit ajar. It's not completely closed. Something that is technically not possible since you're the only one who currently has a key to it. So it seems unusual.
She's gonna have like a and like ready to like snap her fingers for a shatter.
So preparing to shatter here. Want to open the doors? Right. As you push open the door, your view falls inside. And sitting there on your bed actually is a person.
Orky, I'm gonna kill you.
It's not Orky. It is someone else. It's someone that you saw last back at Peak. It's that crying woman that you saw in the small house where the stargazer lilies were growing around. The one that dissolved into her tears alongside her house.
Okay. Confused. She's like, gape, like trying to like mouth words, but they're not coming out, and like her hands are just kind of like, what?
She kind of turns to you and goes, "You're back. What a pleasant surprise." Tell me, she like points over to the window and goes, "What do you see when you look out there?"
Ilaria's gonna close the door behind her. No.
Right. As you head over to the window and look outside, you see the street with a couple of people running around there. The woman goes, "So?
In particular, you want me to look at?
You don't see it, do you? Child, when you look outside, you're supposed to look up, not down. Look up." As you look up, you see the sky. It is dark still. No stars, no moon. But one. Just one star. Just shines brightly in a hopeful blue light. Well, guys, I guess this is where we're going to end today's session. After about 3 hours.
Yeah.